Welcome to BHAWAs IAS. I am Dr. Mahendra Chate. Friends, this particular lecture is dedicated for those students who are appearing in English medium for MPSC Rajyaseva Mains. It is obvious that if you are appearing for mains examination in English medium, that means you have to read, you have to learn, and you have to express yourself in English medium only. This is the way how it will work. Now, in order to prepare for mains examination in English medium, or if you are looking for Marathi medium lecture, I have already conducted and I am coming out with the series in the both English and Marathi medium. As of now, the very objective of this particular lecture is to develop the approach, to develop the perspective, and to develop the understanding of this particular mains examination, and how we will arrive at understanding of this examination, how we will build the perspective about this particular examination. Understand, friends, for any examination, three things we should have. First is syllabus, second is PYQs, third is strategy, and all these things combined together we can say perspective or approach. Now understand, here we are preparing for mains examination. We need to have the first hand information about the pattern of examination, how it is conducted, and why we are conducting this particular lecture. As we know, there has been change in the syllabus. Just a minute. As we know, there has been change in the syllabus, change in the examination pattern. See, if examination pattern and syllabus changes, that means overall demand of examination changes. So we need to understand what are the demands of this particular examination. As we know, MPSC has switched from objective pattern to the descriptive pattern, and demand of examination obviously have changed. Nature of examination has become some sort of analytical. So we need to develop that understanding. So first we need to develop the understanding about syllabus. Then only we can arrive. Why I am focusing on the syllabus? Just because if you look at the question papers and syllabus, just see these essay, all the themes that have been mentioned here. As of now, in both the section of essay paper, they have focused on the themes. These themes have been mentioned in the general studies paper syllabus. Even before 2025-2026, this particular examination, I have predicted these essays, and from each section 2 essays they were there in your mains examination of 2025 and 26. So how could I predict these essays? Just because of I know the syllabus beforehand in clear and crystal clear manner. And why I am focusing and why I am stressing on the syllabus? Just because if we look at the nature of questions, how they have asked, and overall pattern of syllabus has been mentioned in a thematic manner. Thematic means rather than going for this all-out subject, they have mentioned certain themes, and we need to be prepared with notes about these themes. Just because if we look at 2025-2026 examination of mains MPSC, all the questions we can trace the sources in the syllabus only. See here, Indian population, nature and population studies, then communalism is there, historical reference, as well as impact and measures to mitigate or counter that communalism, or be it there were certain personalities related to the freedom struggle, and based on that personality they have asked questions like economic thoughts of the Justice Ranade. So accordingly we need to prepare about syllabus. If we know the syllabus, if we know the PYQs, then only we can predict about upcoming examination, how we need to go about this examination. If you are thinking you are having lot of time, then you are misconceived. This is wrong notion, because even if there are 120 days as of now, we can understand we have to prepare for all 4 general studies syllabus. At the same time, we also prepare for essay paper, we also prepare for optional paper. So 120 days, very short duration. Just a minute. See, MPSC Rajyaseva State Civil Service, Mains 2026. Now, in order to tackle and mitigate this examination, we are developing the strategy. So our strategy is going to be, first understand the syllabus, understand the PYQs, and arrive at the proper strategy of mitigating this examination or drawing best result out of this examination. If we have to do that, we have to come out with the best strategy, foolproof strategy, which will help us in our examination preparation. Now, as far as syllabus is concerned, they have clearly given certain themes and we need to be prepared with notes. Each and every theme we should have at least 1 or 2 pages notes beforehand. Then only it is possible to write the answers in examination. Otherwise, just going in the examination without ready-made notes, it will be difficult to arrive at the point and it will be difficult to cover the paper. So from that perspective, we should be fully aware about the syllabus and PYQs. As far as syllabus is concerned, they have given the themes as I previously mentioned. What are the themes? Now understand. As far as general studies paper are concerned, there are 4 general studies paper. General studies 1. In general studies 1, there are certain 3 themes. First is history, second is society, and third is geography. Again, in history, we will see 5 to 6 sections are there, like and Bhakti movement is there from Maharashtra perspective, Maharashtra reference point of view. Along with the Bhakti movement, we study Indian history from ancient to modern time. This is one of the important component. Then beyond that, we study modern history from middle of the 18th century to present time. Again, there is another section that is world history is there. Then Indian freedom struggle is there. Post-independence history is there. So these are the sections that have been covered in the history. If we look at the society part, in society part we will see women organization issue is there. Beyond that, women and women organization, there is population topic is there. Then urbanization topic is there. Then development is there. So these topics needs to be covered with our pre-hand notes. Then geography portion is there. As far as geography is concerned, they have given 4-5 sections, like physical geography is there. We study for preliminary examination also, we study that particular subject, physical geography. In physical geography, we study how different resources have been distributed all over the world or in Southeast Asia, or with special focus on Maharashtra as well as India. If we are looking for the resources distribution in India, that means we are also looking for industries distribution. What are the factors that decide the location of primary, secondary, tertiary industries, that we study in the geography. Beyond that, in geography we study certain geophysical phenomena, like volcano is there, then there is cyclone or earthquake like phenomena are there. So these phenomena have been focused. Even if you look at 2025-2026 MPSC Rajyaseva Mains paper, you will come across questions from these themes only. Okay. Now in general studies 2, there have been another 3 sections, like general studies 2. First one is Indian Constitution and polity. Second is development process and development industry as well as social justice. These components they have mentioned in the general studies 2 paper, social justice. And third component in general studies is international governance. And fourth component is international relation. Again, they have subdivided these themes into their subcomponents. If we look at Indian Constitution and polity, we study for different historical underpinning of Indian Constitution, how it was drafted, what is the historical background, and what are the basic features of the Indian Constitution. And along with that, we study certain things like basic structure, what is basic structure, what is amendment procedure for the Indian Constitution. Beyond that, Union and state government we study. In that union and state government we study how division of power is there, devolution of finance is there, what are the functions of the union state. Beyond that we study functions of the state, functions of the constitution, as well as we here see in constitution and polity we study what we study. Indian constitution, then we study union and state, we study comparison of Indian constitution with the major constitutions of the world, like American constitution is there. You will come across the questions like they will ask you to compare Indian constitution with American constitution or French constitution. That in that way we should be prepared with such themes, then only it is possible to answer the question. Otherwise within that limited time span it will be difficult for us to arrive at the answer writing. That too without content. So we need to be prepared beforehand with content, and that content needs to be fluid so that we can mold the content as per the demand of examination. And I will be coming out with the series, and that series will be focusing on the content, giving the content, not just static content, but we will be adding diverse examples, value addition material, enrichment material in that content. You will understand the importance once we start. Beyond that we study separation of power between different organs of the constitution, different organs of the state, like executive is there, judiciary is there, then legislature is there, how this division of power is there, and what are the issues related to that we study in this particular subsection. As far as governance is concerned, it is again one of the important section. They have even asked essay on the governance. When it comes to governance, we study different models of the governance. What are the models? What are the limitations? Like what is citizen charter? Then transparency, right to information, like or information sharing things. We come across this particular portion. As far as international relations are concerned, we have to go systematically. First, we study bilateral relation or India's neighborhood relation. Then we study policies of the developing countries and developed countries, how they impact on India's national interest. So this way, as far as international relations are concerned, we study bilateral relation, then neighborhood relation, then developed countries and developing countries, their policies, how they impact on India's national interest and India's foreign policy. We study several international organizations and fora. These sections, subsections they have given, they ask questions based on these themes. So we need to be prepared beforehand. Again, as far as general studies 3 paper is concerned, we come across 4-5 sub-subject. General studies 3. Here again we study Indian economy. In Indian economy we study what is planning, how resources are mobilized, what is inclusive growth, what is sustainable growth, what is government budgeting. That way we study Indian economy. Then inclusive growth also have they covered. In economy portion only we study liberalization model, infrastructure model. Then land reforms are also they have given as a theme. We need to be prepared beforehand. Then investment models they have mentioned. We will, if we look at the question, nature of questions they have asked in MPSC Mains also, we will understand why preparing syllabus, decoding the syllabus very important. Okay. Beyond economy, second sub-theme is agriculture. In agriculture again we study several type of crops, cropping pattern, irrigation system, how they work in India, be it micro irrigation or mega irrigation projects. Beyond that, in agriculture only we study what is public distribution system, buffer stock, what is buffer stock, minimum support price, how agriculture produce are stored, how they are marketed, how they are brought to the market, and again e-technology in the aid of farmer or technology mission from the perspective of farmer, that we study here. Next portion in this particular paper is science and technology. In science and technology they have focused on certain themes like what is indigenization of Indian technology, or what are the achievements of the Indians in this technology. They have specifically given, they have mentioned the names of the technology that we needs to be prepared, like nanotechnology is there, biotechnology is there, robotics is there, nanotechnology is there, space technology is there. All these technologies we need to be prepared with our notes, so that we can write in examination. And our notes should be diverse. As far as content is concerned, we need to combine static portion with the newspaper example, newspaper contemporary, ongoing developments. We need to add these things here in science and technology. Next portion is there, environment. In environment we study what is pollution, what is environmental degradation, what is environmental impact assessment, and how environmental degradation is tackled. That portion has been we study here. Next portion here in is disaster and disaster management. As we know, every year we come across several disasters, be it cyclone or earthquake or tsunami across the globe. So how these disasters happen, what are the causes, how they are mitigated, we will see in detail each and every section. Okay, beyond disaster and disaster management, we study internal security. In internal security portion, we study several security agencies, what are the challenges to the internal security, then communication media, social networking site, how they impact, or what is nature of organized crime, how they needs to be tackled. All these things they have mentioned in the syllabus. We need to understand in perspective. When I am saying in perspective, that means we need to understand in the backdrop of ongoing developments. Okay. Next portion of syllabus is General Studies 4. In General Studies 4, again they have mentioned certain 7 to 8 themes, like attitude, ethics is there, what ethics is, what are the components, what are the determinants, what is the essence of ethics. Beyond that, we study attitude, aptitude, emotional intelligence, and probity is there. And based on these themes, they ask the case studies. Okay. Now we will have a look of kind of questions they have asked, so that we will understand how we need to prepare our strategy, how we need to prepare our. See. Now, if we look at the nature of question, how they have asked, see, very first question is, to eliminate secondary status of women in the society, it is essential to change their mindset. This is the essay they have asked. Women portion we study in the General Studies 1 only, in society portion, women and women organization and women empowerment. From that perspective, we need to be prepared beforehand about this essay, or governance portion is there. So these thematic essay they have asked. If we prepare the themes of General Studies, we will be prepared about essay paper, but at the same time we need to anticipate certain code based essays. If not happen this year, it will be happening sooner than later. Okay. Now understand, as far as General Studies 1 paper is concerned, cultural heritage, this portion they have mentioned in the syllabus, like art, literature, architecture is there. All these three things combined together, they form the cultural heritage. Again, in cultural heritage, there are tangible heritages as well as intangible heritages. So, if we prepare notes for each and every portion of the syllabus, we are preparing for examination. But everyone will be preparing, so we need to be diverse enough, rich enough in our content, and just having the content is not going to do 100% things for you. You have to, just having the content is 50% thing. If we are practicing the answer writing, if we are developing that skill, developing that knack to write the answer, then only you are making progression in this particular examination. As far as Bhakti movement, they have mentioned, they have asked Warkari sect philosophy. Then again, review the labor movement from 1940 to 1947. This portion we studied several type of movement, be it women's movement, labor movement, in freedom struggle only. There were several strands in our freedom struggle, like communist movement were there, revolutionaries were there, Gandhian movement was there, again Hindu nationalists were there. So if we look at the nature of questions, we can trace the source of all the questions into General Studies paper syllabus only. See, As far as ethics is concerned, we will see based on these things they have mentioned, these elements, sub elements, they have drafted the question paper, and it will happen. As far as preliminary examination is concerned, there is no definite syllabus. You will find open-ended, like they have mentioned subject names, but in mains examination they have specified, they have limited their scope by defining the exact nature of syllabus, what we need to prepare. So it is very much predictable as far as mains examination is concerned in comparison to the preliminary examination. So if we are now we will be coming out with the strategy how we need to be prepared for this examination. See, if we look at number of days we are having in our hand are 120 days, and if we divide these 120 days into two sections, like 90 days and at most 30 days, these 30 days you will have to devote for intense revisions in last moment, intense revisions, plus simulated answer writing practice you will have to do, simulated answer writing practice. So at max we are having 90 days in our hand, in which we have to prepare all the general studies subject, general studies 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to prepare for optional subject, we have to prepare for essay subject, we have to prepare for essay writing skill. So accordingly, if we are thinking that we are having immense ample amount of time in our hand, that is not the case. 90 days, that too you have to prepare optional also. Optional is a big thing. Whichever optional you are preparing, be it anthropology, history, or whatever optional is a big thing. You have to prepare like a postgraduate student or a specialist. You have to make specialization in that subject. Then only impact will be visible in terms of the marks, in terms of your answer writing skill. So if we prepare for these 90 days, how we are going to prepare for 90 days? Remember, you have to devote minimum 30-40% of time for optional, and this optional subject, if you are preparing optional from humanity, that optional is going to help you in essay writing. At the same time, for general studies paper, you have to devote the time at least 50 to 60% in initial days. And in initial day, I would advise not to go for answer writing immediately. In the initial days, you have to prepare the content for at least for 1 month, and beyond in this one month, you can structure the answers. Answer writing structure is one of the big thing, answer writing. And in order to develop this skill, we need to have some sort of content in our hand. If we are having the content in adequately fluid manner, then only we can write the answers. So we will be coming out with enriched content, theme based content. At most 200 to 300 pages will be there, in which we will have our notes drafted in our hand, and we will be facing this examination with this arms and ammunition or armory in our hand. Now if you ask me for how many hours you will have to study, at least from this perspective 10 to 12 hours of study, but it will not happen like automatically. If you start studying for 10 to 12 hours from first day one, we will face the burnout issues. So we will have to accelerate slowly but steadily, but we will have to gain the momentum. And those who are preparing for other examination like Group B examination, they should face the Group B examination on 14th of June and then return to the Rajyaseva Mains examination. This way, if we are prepared, we will be facing examination in confident manner, but we need to have notes in our hand, and I am assuring you, you will have 200 to 300 pages notes. In both medium, I am going to teach Marathi and English. These 200 to 300 pages will determine your mains examination performance, and I am telling you, these 200-300 pages will help you to write essay, will help you to write each and every question based in the general studies. In these 200 to 300 pages, we will be covering the static syllabus, we will be covering the current affair issues related to that, and we will be combining these things together. That material will be very much malleable, moldable, so that you can use that material in proper answer writing. We will address each and every section, subsection they have given in the syllabus. So if we are prepared with the notes, second thing comes in our mind is preparing for answer writing skill. Answer writing skill. See, this thing will not come automatically. We will have to put efforts in this particular thing. We will have to go through the toppers copies. If we go through toppers copies, we will understand the how they write the answer, what are the demands, how they address the demands of the answer, demands of the questions. So this answer writing skill, we will be working specifically on this particular skill, how to develop this skill, and I will be evaluating your answer on daily basis through Telegram channel or any other medium that is comfortable and convenient on both sides. So you will be having a proper what we can trace what are the shortcomings that we face in answer writing, and we will improve on that shortcomings. Then only we will be fully prepared for mains examination. I hope this much is clear, and soon I am coming out with the series, and these 200 to 300 pages that I will be giving to you, mind my words, they will help you to get the rank. Thank you.